Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to pYanodon's Season 3. In our last episode, we left off after having done geothermal power, which took a lot of journeying, and somebody told me we made mistakes. And they are very apparent to me now. Mistakes that were made. Yeah, we didn't connect the steam on these guys. For some reason, it's because we had all four of these up against these. I thought we only needed to, you know, put steam around there. So yeah, we're gonna go fix that real quick, and then we're gonna work on our to-do list, which is belting copper, new copper to old places. That sounds like a easy thing to do. And then after that, we're gonna work on better glass efficiency, which will be nice. But yeah, first we gotta fix this darn geothermal build. Wait, does my new one have a... Yeah, my new one is the problem. Dang. Okay, we'll have to fix that. We will have to fix that. See, this is the problem with not streaming. You know, things like this, Twitch chat would have been all over it. Usually. It is funny though, there were times in my Space Age playthrough where I would miss something and Twitch chat would also miss it, and it was like a fairly obvious thing. So Twitch chat is certainly not infallible, but you know, when there's 20 or 30 people, and there's usually more than that, but when there's 20 or 30 people that are actively chatting, you know, usually pretty helpful. Okay, so that's what we actually need for our build. So then that needs to be a new blueprint. Get rid of that one because it's not inherently necessary. You know, another thing I'm curious about is the 90% copied on that. Oh, we don't need vehicles or vehicle fuel. Like if you copy, like if I change that to 90 and I copy it, it is 90. Okay. Comes with the setting. Because aren't these actually just configured? I think these are just basically circuit configured pumps. Oh, I also forgot to change that pump setting to 12,000. Where am I going now with the other one? Over here? Okay, so mostly just straight north and then a little bit east. We'll go do that. And we'll see what's up with our copper. I do have py1 Science automated, so I should be researching things. Hold on. There's also still some old ones I can do, like cellulose from sodium hydroxide. How do I even get sodium hydroxide right now? Electrolyzing salt water. Interesting. Let's get raw coal crushing done because that's somewhat useful. And then crushed quartz. Wait, I haven't even researched quartz crushing yet. I need to prioritize that. Oh right, I can drag it. Keep forgetting I can drag things now. Rubber will be necessary, but not ASAP. We'll do floor tiles. And then for now, that's all fine. Where are we? Okay, we still have a ways to go. Despite going 90 kilometers an hour, it still takes a while to get there. Which in freedom units is what, like 60 miles an hour? Something like that? Something like that. So, what are you guys playing these days? I always like to hear in the comments what you all are up to. Some of you are playing Pi as well, I know. Some of you are still playing Space Age. Some of you are not playing Factorio at all. Let me know. I can't believe I missed that. It's such an obvious thing when you look at it, but, you know, it's just my brain was locked in to the old version, which had it had this, and so the fact that I had steam connected along this side connected up those, right? So, I mean, it made sense. But yeah. Rare earth mineral? Wait, this is new. What? Not rare on earth, rare here. This is a new thing. Right? I don't think there were rare earth patches before. There were only these, the bolides. Interesting. I think that's relatively new. I don't remember ever seeing a rare earth or patch before. Because you need the rare earth once you start doing stuff for, I think it's red circuits. Circuits 2, which are not easy. Oh my. Circuits 2 are a whole thing, a whole shish kebab. Uh-oh. That's problematic. Right-clicking on a tape line is creating a tape line dummy entity? I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. I don't think that's how it was before. Right-click, I'm writing this down. Right-click on tape line rectangle. Interesting. I don't think that's what we want to be happening. Alright, so then we grab a loader. Oh my gosh, we got all the copper. Need some iron here. So then we just want to belt that over. Where exactly do I want it? Down here? Yeah, that seems appropriate. Next to the iron. Uh-oh. This is getting skinny here. Now, what was this about? This was just about getting rid of stone. So that's not entirely necessary to be there. We'll go below our Dree's shrine here. And apparently just above our Nayus shrine. Follow the iron. Yellow brick iron. And then here. Down and over. Alright, quartz, what's this? That's a weird belt. Quartz processing is done. And then copper. And we're making spaghetti pretty hardcore here. But I think if I put it here, that fixes our copper problems. Because that, we do need a splitter here. And then can that be on both sides of the belt is what I now need to guarantee. That feeds that, this goes here. Nope, it can't. This needs to be on only that side of the belt. Okay. And then we should be okay from there, and then that goes all the way down to this one. The formaldehyde needs copper as well. So, and substrate's looking good. I wonder how this whole process is going. Seems like it's working, actually. Oh, there are a couple spoiled ones. Alright, well, it seems like this process is working. And the biocrud is non-existent. Oh, wait. Yeah, there we go. Those were waylaying the biocrud. Okay, so that's good. So now belt copper, new copper to old places is done. We are still waiting for the patches to finish up mining, which is pretty close to being done, I guess. But I still have 50,000 copper in this tiny spot. Which is kind of crazy. Let's get rid of all this stuff. So we've got a lot of extra belts that we don't need. And I might just use electric miners now so I can get rid of all this. And then there's no more ash output. Yeah, I can literally get all this with 2 miners. We have a full inventory, don't we now? I still haven't fixed my mod list, by the way. If you're curious, I know there was a recent release for the Picker Extended mods, kind of updated for 2.0, and the one I have now is kind of a, it was like an unofficial one that wasn't on the mod portal. It was just linked by the person like no, that's the, I like this band's, what was their name? It was Cry or Cray something. I can't remember. Cryzath, maybe? In any case, they had linked like their version in a Google Drive, and that's the version I'm still using, and that's the version that has the pipette crafting where you can like mouse over, you know, and hit a hotkey. Unfortunately, that no longer exists in their official mod, and I will have to get, I think it's cursor enhancements that does that. So yeah, we'll see. But I'll just have to get the official cursor enhancements mod, I guess. And we're just doing some cleanup right now. Get some Keragen off this belt. And then we can get rid of all this. Boom. Alright, that feels pretty good. And then it's time for... what? Fluid mining drill Mark IIs? Are they faster or just electric? They are faster, nice. That's beautiful, and then I don't have to worry about ash anymore. So we can get rid of this entire setup. We don't need Keragen in here anymore. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. See, I knew this day was... oop, I don't want to delete that. I knew this day was coming. And this is why I didn't go ham on my aluminum ore mining build. It's because I knew we were going to be able to do this eventually. Also, I'm just realizing this ash is backed up. That's a problem. Why is the ash backed up? Why is the ash backed up? We also can replace splitters at home with actual splitters. Right. With a copper plate. And then what? We can do this. That's a little better. This is the one that no longer exists. We're tending to the Zen Garden by removing old belts. Alright, this is just... oh, I never put the other half of this, apparently. So we just didn't have enough disposal. What it should be is loaders. I guess we need to add Fix Ash Mountain to our list. But we'll do the quartz crushing first. Clean up old iron belts. We actually did that, more or less, I think. I just realized we can do this. We still have so much iron. I should probably I'm thinking about it. If I really want this to disappear, I don't think these chests is the way to do it. I think the way to do it is foundry and smelting it into iron plates. Because iron plates are like 50 times more dense or something ridiculous. Maybe not 50, but... you know, it's a lot more. Because the iron is twice as dense as the ore. The plates are twice as dense as the ore. And then you need 5 ore, and that's if you're crushing it. We're not going to be crushing it. We're just going to be straight up smelting it. So, you know, this recipe, which needs 0.8 iron a second. So that's going to take 20 hours to finish this patch. That's not really acceptable. Am I doing that math right? Yeah, basically. Let's bring that down to like 10 hours. Oh my gosh, are all of these full? Sheesh. So let me craft another foundry. I swore they were in here. There they are. So then we've got how many chestfuls will we need? Because if it's 8 to 1, then I mean, basically we have 5,000 plates, a little bit more than that. Each of these is going to end up holding 3,200 plates. So this should be enough chest storage for all the iron, is what we're getting at. And then, I mean, I guess just to empty these out, we will also put that on a belt. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna get rid of this iron, put it in one of these that's not full, and that should do it. Okay, that's our iron getting rid of scheme that will end us up with some plates here. And just to make double sure we don't slow down because of full chest, we'll do that. And those are gonna consume 2.5 megawatts, but we can afford that now. Look at our power, it's beautiful. We can afford it. Barely. If miners are expensive. 1 whole megawatt a piece. Okay, so on to crushing quartz. So we're gonna need jaw crushers. I'm gonna need, we're gonna need to pick up some stuff from the mall first. Speaking of the mall, why don't we restock ourselves here? Oh, I didn't need any of those. The L's, I needed a few, and definitely need some I's. Okay, and then small ports, get 600. Let's see, chests, I'll grab some air core inductees. Why is my mouse cursor spinning? That always scares me. My computer randomly does that, and I don't know why it does that. It shouldn't be doing anything. Alright, here we go. It still only gives me enough for 6. Oh, it's the steel. I don't even know how many jaw crushers I need. We're gonna need new quartz mines too, or crystal mines. Let me grab a few of those. And then we'll get maybe a full belt of quartz, which this is not. I would need 15 mines. There. That's 10. I'll do 6 on the side with space for power poles. Alright, and then we'll make as many as we can, figure out what we're still missing, make even more. Wait, did we have not stone brick in the middle here? Oh, we do. We're missing some stone brick. All of a sudden I slowed down. Alright, there's that. Still need 3 more. Okay, what are we missing? We're missing iron plates. Looks like we're low on air cores. Soil extractors, we're missing iron plates for that. Also, what the heck is this? Oh, that was for steel. Right. Alright, well, the more I deconstruct dead belts, the better. I will only benefit if I deconstruct dead belts. I kind of wish there, you know, now that I'm talking about dead belts, I wish there was a dead belt finder. Something that would find belts for you that had no inserters inserting onto or off of the belts, no loaders on the belts, and no machines that have auto outputs onto the belts. Because that would be a dead belt, right? There's nothing else that interacts with belts. It's just inserters, loaders, which are basically, you know, not even in the vanilla game, and then machines that dump onto belts. Yeah, I would appreciate a dead belt finder mod. Because you end up creating dead belts on accident throughout the course of gameplay. What am I doing? More iron? More everything? Given that this is my mall, this only requires iron and copper. And wood. We do need wood for fueling the machines. I guess that's part of this. Because I was about to say, I could really easily just copy paste this over here. But then I would need wood over there, which I haven't done yet. And it's not quite efficient for me to build a wood from nothing build yet, which I definitely will do. Now that we have more iron and copper, I'm going to let this build up a lot more small parts. A wood from nothing build is certainly possible, but it's a lot more expensive right now and a lot less efficient. So I'm not going to do that at the moment. But we will eventually. And air core inductors I will let build up more. Don't we do we have a second recipe for these yet? I feel like air core. Yeah, ceramic. It's like twice as copper efficient, right? 20 to 5 is 4 apiece, and this is 8 apiece. Yeah, it's half as much copper. But then we have to deal with coke. And clay, which is steam, which we could also use coke to make that, but you also need water. I mean, at this point, I actually have plenty of copper, so maybe I don't do that. And maybe I get rid of a few things here. What do I not need? 5 gears does not seem necessary. I actually did want some ash. Logs. Duralumin is something I just realized we are not crafting whatsoever, and that needs to change. Also, we're not getting any aluminum. Ore. Which, that... Oh. Wow. Krydex. Wow, we got distracted with something, didn't we? Royally screwed this up. That's all dead belts. Those are dead belts. This is a live belt for aluminum ore. Anyway, what was I doing? I was looking at duralumin. Oh, I was trying to pick up aluminum. That's what I was doing. And then for duralumin, we'll do 600 aluminium, and then we'll go grab some copper. Yeah, I need to move my whole mall. I can't be running this far to grab copper, and I don't need to because we still have a bunch over here, but That won't last forever. Maybe I need to make a mall that makes buildings. That would be intense. Also, this belt is dead now? No. No, it's not. I need to turn these around again. Because now we're getting copper smelted that's not going anywhere. Because now we have the other belt supplying it, so. Okay. Alright, what am I missing? Iron. And steam engines. This iron definitely has no purpose right now. So what, I need 3 more crystal mines, was it? I can afford another inserter on that now. I guess it doesn't matter now, these are too slow. I could use yellow inserters. I could use my first electric inserters. That feels kind of unnecessary because this is going to build up over time. I just need to let it build up more. And then I'll be fine. And then we'll get rid of Keragen and aluminum ore. These things are actually fairly clean somehow. We just need more inventory space. And when do I get... Oh, it's not until logistics science that we start getting the next batch of inventory slot upgrades. So then for this one, 900 packs. I think it's worth it still. Might as well start. And then we were talking about it since forever. We need jaw crushers for quartz. How much quartz we talking here? Quartz ingredient. So let's see, that one, and then right now we have this one. Those both become their own block. This one, ingredient, input. This one, ingredient, input, 15. So that's saying we want 15 quartz ore in. That would previously give us 25 molten glass, and we needed 12.5 glassworks for it. We also want to change the default fuel to be something more reasonable, like gasoline rather than diesel. And then for this one, we get this ingredient from quartz, and that's 15. And then that, again, we'll change it to gasoline. All right, so now this kind of just shows us the comparison between the two. Oh, I guess because we don't need power, right? So this uses only 6 glassworks compared to 12.5. We cut our glassworks need in half, which is amazing. For only needing 3 jaw crushers, this is incredible. And we get free stone. That's a huge boost. That's bigger than a lot of boosts. And it's simpler than a lot of boosts. 3 jaw crushers, cuts our need for glassworks in half, gives us some free stone, which we can delete or, you know, do whatever we want with. Also, don't we have a disconnected belt somewhere? No, I guess we connected everything. Okay. And then this is going to come down, merge. Like, hold on. I don't like how that was laid out. Let me get another lamp here. And then I want this one to be here. Wait, that doesn't work. What am I doing? There we go. That looks better. Okay, and then that's a full belt of quartz, which then we only need 3 jaw crushers, which feels very easy. Got plenty of space for processing up here, so let's go 1, 2, 3. Quartz smashing. It's the white one. And then that comes over here. Now, we need 5 apiece, which is a crap ton. So I could just do loaders, but loaders are still kind of expensive. So how about 7? Does 7 do it? 7 times 0.7 would be 0.49 plus the decimal. Yeah. I actually think I need 7. 6 probably not enough. 2 is 1.5. 4 would be 3. 6 would be 4.5. Yeah. Crazy. And then we get from each one only 1.5 out. So 2 out should do it, or at least very close to. So to be safe, we do 3. And then we end up with stone out, which can go over here, because we've already got a stone out line. And the amount of crushed quartz is tiny, it's only 3. So we can easily filter crushed quartz that way. Stone goes this way and meets up with the stone from over here. Because that's already stone that we're getting from ore crushing, so it's perfect. Perfect. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together, or something you didn't plan comes together, in fact. Alright, and then this comes down and replaces what the quartz was, so this belt is dead. And then we switch over the recipe. Oh, I completely forgot. We skipped one. We skipped over a recipe, which is often what happens in pYanodon's, but that's why it became so much more efficient. There was one more. Molten glass. Yeah, we could have been doing this one already, but sand was kind of tricky to make. But I'm just saying we could have. Though, in some ways, this one's worse. I mean, it gets you 50% more. Maybe it's not worse because for the same amount of glass, you need fewer. Okay, no, never mind. It just saves you quartz, but it doesn't make each glassworks actually do any more work. It just basically makes your quartz go farther by adding sand to it. That's all that recipe was. So that's, I think, part of why we didn't do that recipe, now that I'm remembering, is because it doesn't actually do that much for you. Because it's not like we were low on quartz anyway. That wasn't our problem. It was more powering all the glassworks and everything. That was the tricky part. And now, to finish this out, I would like to make 6 glassworks so that we can make the full belt of quartz if we need to. So we'll put these here. Connect that up, and then this just becomes a T-junction. And then there we go. And that should do it. Boom. There's a lot more molten glass, and that feels really good because we need a decent amount of molten glass for everything. Sweet. Alright, well that feels good. We got something done. Heidi hody. Alright, I don't know why I let that much glass build up. We don't need that much ridiculousness. Okay, so crushed quartz is done. Fix Ash Mountain. That's on our list twice. That's hilarious. LOL. I'll check one of them off. Figure out metals. What was that? Was that? I don't actually. That's not a clear. Was that me talking about this stuff? Maybe moving the mall over there finally. I also need to lay stone brick. Also, I'm not gonna lie, my researches are kind of slow. Let's do, how many do I have? 10? Let's do another 10. Because I do like things researching a little bit faster when I finally have the resources for it. And with Pi, you do buffer a lot of science, so it makes sense to build up. Should I just... I don't generally love feeding them, daisy chaining them. But then I'm gonna have to move everything up by a couple tiles, and I don't know if I want to do that either. That's fine, I can move it up by a couple tiles. Probably lose a couple science to that. Flip it horizontally, place it. And then we don't need double lamps. Alright, that should do it. Paiwan science is running low. Is there some in my inventory now? Yes, but not much. Let's check on Pi science. It feels... Yes, it feels like it has stopped. Pi... What's it called? Oh. Oh no. Oh yeah, about 30 minutes ago we stopped getting Pi. Because we stopped getting latex, because we stopped getting Vraux. Screwed up the Vraux, apparently. Yeah, we're fresh out of the little green things. Little green men. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Boop. I don't even know that. I wonder, was that a situation? Here, I'm gonna recreate it. Was that where it's actually a bug type thing and I just did this? No, doesn't seem like that was, because the auto builder has like a couple bugs in it where it won't build the undergrounds correctly, but that one seemed to work fine. So that was a me problem. Not surprising, I guess. Now I'm also curious. Oh, we need 4 more. Before I forget, we should do that next. 4 more Vraux paddocks, which I don't want to craft all those small parts in steam engines. So hold on. Let's go get some crap from the mall. Steam engines. Oh, and the Duralumin. I never did the Duralumin. Okay. Vraux paddocks. There we go. That's a little better. I still need pipes though. Okay, copper, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as much as I can hold. I also have quartz I need to get rid of. I meant to do a minute ago. Here. And then that should consume it all pretty fast, so we should be able to get rid of this in no time. Boom, and boom, and then boom. Alright, there's that crap gone. Now we're doing Duralumin, which we really should automate. But for now, I'm not doing that. Which one? I need double aluminum. Duralumin, right? So it's mostly aluminum, is how I can remember that. Will I remember that? Probably not. It also looks like the flora supply is a little bit underwhelming here, and this one is not getting small parts. Why is that? Small parts are supposed to be on this belt. They are all getting stolen. They are all getting stolen. It's that simple. We need more. Okay, this is where I will use a yellow inserter. The small parts is a big deal. And we need more bolts to make small parts faster. Okay, so that'll increase our small parts production rate. And then I also need to just splitter that instead. Okay. I'll probably copy paste this over to the east soon enough. I think that's in the plans, but for now, not so much. Okay, back to placing the Vrauks. We need 4 more Vrauk paddocks. Fixing pYscience. We already fixed pYscience because the Vrauks weren't hooked up. That's done. Oof, we've gotten a lot done in this episode. And then the 4 Vrauk paddocks. I'm considering doing this, but then we're going on our nickel patch a little bit. So I might need to move the whole thing down a smidge, which is okay. And I can center it more on the repro complexes. Anyway, what I was gonna question, yeah, what's our Vrauk rate been? Because they're supposed to be 1.5 a minute. And I'm wondering if we're not getting enough flora for that. Yeah, we're only getting 1.2 minutes. So the flora reduction was too extreme down here. So we need to reduce that to maybe 60. And then it will throw a lot more flora onto the belt. Because yeah, there should always be a few. Basically, we want it to be that there's always some flora waiting here. And the fact that there's none waiting here is problematic. Okay, so we're gonna have to blow this up for a second, because I want to move this down in line with this guy. Tape line, please don't crash me. I forgot to report that to Rygard yesterday. Or was that yesterday? I don't even know what day it was anymore. Alright, I'm gonna put these here. For better or worse, I'm gonna put that there. And then I'm gonna delete this. Then I'm gonna copy this. And hit V. And then place it again. No, the belt sides are gonna be jacked up. Do the belt sides matter? I don't remember if the belt sides matter, but I'm just gonna make sure that is okay. And then, yeah, and then this goes up to here. This goes over to here. Power gets connected. And then we just need to feed some extra Vrauks. I need 80 Vrauks. 10 less. There we go. And then we can jump start with what's in our inventory. This moss. Our cocoons. Flora. Alright. And water barrels. The reason I wanted to access both sides of the belt is because if we don't, then we're making the, you know, the loop even longer, and that's just really not helpful. Yeah, it's weird that when you right click over a grid, it just pops this thing up. That, I don't know if that's a bug. That might be intended. If it's intended, I really don't like that, because then it means if Oh, I just froze the game again. Yep, it's definitely tape line. Damn, I'm glad we just saved. That's scary. It causes like some freaky deaky crash. All right, I'll pause the recording. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. No more touching tape line anymore. I really don't know what's going on with that, but here we are. All right, so we copy this. We decided we wanted it to be down here with a little bit of space in between. And then we'll copy this part. Uh-oh. My bots are getting all lost. No, not rotate, flip vertically. And then super force build. Back those belts up a bit. Okay. Power. And then we need to throw the Vraux in, but we need more of them. All right, yeah, that's a weird thing. I don't know what's going on. Tape line does some magical things that clearly have the ability to completely explode the game. What is going on here? I don't know what that was. But that's a new one for, oh, sorry, that was probably loud. Just hit the microphone. I don't know what that was. Bots were doing weird things. Wait, this time the bots did put the modules in automatically. That's weird. I don't know how to control that still. Definitely not consistent, whatever it is. Okay, so that should fix a lot of the stuff. We might want to increase the numbers like a little bit. Is 80 moss enough? I guess we'll find out. We'll just see if the numbers average out. We might need a bit more flora. Maybe 100 flora. And then this still isn't enough, because there's just too long of a gap. Though I did just use up a ton. So I'm a bit uncertain what I need to do here. Let's go up to 80 and we'll just see what happens. And we got inventory size 6 finished, so that's an extra 5 slots. Helps a lot. These are both already good to go. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Now we're getting 3 Vraux a minute at full pace. I might need some more barrels. Yeah. Yeah, let's change that to 60. Let's change these to 120. And change that to 60 eggs. Oh, that one's not hooked up. I just realized. Yikes, that was problematic. I just need another power pole here for the wire connection. And is something else supposed to be hooked up, or is that it for these? I think that's it. Alright, and then... Oh crap, I needed to copy it like this, because there's circuit conditions here on the inserters. See, that didn't put the Vraux in automatically. Anyway, this inserter has conditions? Yeah, the flora less than 15 thing. Right. Okay. So yeah, we're short on water barrels, probably because we just don't have enough actual barrels. So So let me go grab a few more of those, which are in a big pile. This is still a long way from filling up. Those are over here. Those in here. And I mean, that's enough water barrel. Yeah, 0.075. Yeah, all of these together don't use even one item per second. It's really crazy how slow it is, and they're not even the slowest process. Alright, the mixer seems to be doing fine. Belt saturation is still pretty low, which is good. That's where we want it to be. Okay. I think this will work out fine. We'll give it a couple minutes, and we'll see where grout production ends up landing. So I have to check back in with that, you know, 10 or 20 minutes from now. And we'll find out. Alright, circuits are building up nicely. I'll just let 2,000 build up. That's a decent number. There are some buildings later that cost a lot of circuits, so we do want those to buffer pretty nicely. What is next? Actually fixing Ash Mountain? Fine. Fine, we'll work on that. Okay, we're gonna need some deposits. Probably a couple more than that. So I need steel, wood, and stone brick. Okay. So steel, wood, which I can just pick up from this belt. I'm still not seeing aluminum. Is that a problem? Yeah, what is going on? We just fixed this. Oh my gosh. How did I delete these now? What have I done? Also, what am I doing? This belt is a magical journey that is not necessary. Not necessary at all. Alright, there we go. That's a little better. I don't know what happened there. Something funky. Also, what is this? Why is that? Oh, that's for stone. Okay, I got... Oof, I thought this aluminum was going onto this belt, and I was like, wait, what? Yeah, that's the wrong recipe. I've completely screwed this up. Let me just pick up all that real quick. Make sure we don't corrupt anything. This is for stone. Thank you very much. And stone brick. There we go. Right, this is where the aluminum ore goes. Goodness. And what was it? Stone, wood, and iron plates. And steel. Grab some of this iron up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do they stack to? 10? Craft 7 for now. We'll need them. Alright, so what do we do? So this is all dead belt action, so we'll get rid of that. I will place my inventory. For now, we'll halt the incoming... I don't even know what's happening here. So get rid of my inventory, because we're going to need to move a lot of ash. I do need the deposits and the drones. And then, for now, I will just place 4 spaced out deposits. And then goal number 1, what is this belt? Seems to be a dead belt. What was on this belt, though? I have no idea. It's gone now. Dead and gone. Alright, so is that one. So then, thing number 1 is just deconstruct crap. And watch our inventory blossom. Oops. Just wanted Ash to go in there. Alright, so this is an ash belt, that's an ash belt. That's not necessary. Whatever that is. And these are 2 ash belts, and that's an ash belt. I have 5 ash belts? That doesn't sound right. That's too many. That's too many. Oh my. Oh my ashes. It's full again. Wow, that's a lot of ash. That's a lot of ash. Oof. One's already 400 full. Alright, we're getting there. This is some hard work. Gotta move a lot of ash. Imagine if each pile of ash only weighs a single gram. Each stack is still a kilogram of ash. It's a lot of ash. And that's a much bigger, that pile looks heavier than 1 gram. Granted, the, engineer can carry nuclear reactors like they're nothing, so maybe it's not really worth considering the weight of ash. But what was this coke belt that was coming along here? What was that all about? Was that about steel? That might have been steel related. I'm not really sure. This is the ash output belt. This is ash out. I can't forget about that. But yeah, ash in. What we need is a situation with some balancing happening. Well, let me go grab my splitters and belts. So like this one, whatever it's doing, I would like for it to self-balance. Now, this is where my brain always gets a little mixed up. So if I do this, and then I do that same thing with another belt, then will it always, and then I merge the two. Will this always flow as long as both belts have a total of less than 15? Or will this back up sometimes? Because basically the entire belt can reach either lane. So let's say, so if belt 1 had 7.5 on the left and 5 on the right, and the other one had 2.5 on the left, would it end up working out or would it not? Because this only accepts, I'm worried this might not work actually. Because if this had a bunch on the left, half of it's going to end up on the right, But not exactly, because the way these work, like the front, I don't actually know. I don't rightly know what exactly will happen. I almost need to set it up and watch it. I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out if I kept thinking through it, but I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to do that right now. So anyway, here we go. We've got 4 belts of ash coming up. No, I didn't want to grab that. That was a trash chest, which probably should not be sitting right there. Put it next to this other one. And then I need to grab all my junk. Make another couple loaders. Get rid of some stuff? Question mark? Question mark? What can I get rid of though? I guess I have a lot of extra chests now. So the question is, do I want to daisy chain them like this? Or do I want them all to be separately loaded? If you do them in series rather than parallel, then you can just extract from the final one for your ash output, and you never have to worry about that one running empty. The other option is you do them in series, but you prioritize the ash to all go one. Well, no, because then that one could empty out. These still have ash in them. Our ash input has dropped, so it's too low, and then we're only extracting from that one. So I think daisy chaining is the best method. The problem is you end up needing to daisy chain the maximum amount of ash output. So we'll need a daisy chain like 4 extra. You know, if we had 4 belts coming in, we would need 4 daisy chains of belts, which also is a bit extreme. Now, at this moment, I have 0 need for the possibility of that much ash, but that won't be forever. Alright, so here's ash out. And we know this comes over here. And that feeds our trees, I think. Need 2 more loaders. And there we go. Ta-da! Okay, so anyway, back to this thing. I kind of want to figure this out before we end the episode. The amount of I don't know. We're gonna test it in the editor. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do because I don't rightly know. So we're gonna grab some creative chests and put stuff on belts. Grabs loaders and splitters. All right. So let's say we had what item do we want to use? We'll use pistols for fun. Alright. So we've got a lot of pistols. We need some infinity chests that do deleting. Okay, so let's start with the idea I was just saying of like, we have a full half belt and we have maybe half half of that. No, we have 2/3 of a half belt on the right. So basically almost a full belt. Half goes over here, and then half of the half. I guess this is 3/4. The way that I'm doing it. Okay. Science. All right, so that will be 3/4. So we need a 1/4 that we're gonna merge with this. So to produce a 1/4, we just load like that. We do a split off. We do another split off. And both of these get trashed, and that one carries on. So then that should give me 1/4. So then when we do this operation on both, beep, 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 beep. And then we do this guy. What actually happens? I'm gonna pick up that. I'm gonna reset everything. Because those are gonna end up on both sides of the belt, and I'm worried, like, I just don't know what's gonna happen. It's possible that one of the lanes backs up somehow still. Even though this is exactly 15 a second. But this belt is looking pretty fully compressed. So maybe we're okay. Watching this belt, does that top lane ever have a hitch in it? It doesn't look like it does. Okay, maybe my concerns were unfounded. What if it backs up for a second and then we restart it? Let's see what happens. It's definitely stopping now, but it should. Will it clear out? Ooh. Seems like it might have figured itself out. Okay. So maybe this does work. There's just something in my head that said it still could back up one lane somehow. But given that I guess if things are overloaded, this is intrinsically putting more, I don't know. Because the way that the side loading is working, right? Like the left lane ends up on the right lane and the right lane ends up on the left lane. But then if there's not quite enough in a row, the other lane puts one onto that lane as well. So it has this weird, almost balancing effect even. Now, it's also possible that this design could back up with a different input, right? I created a very interesting input here. Like, what if, you know, what if I did this? So now we actually have too much. This will back up. And let's just see how it backs up. Because now we have 1 and then 3/4, but this is a half of a lane. So we should see this backing up somehow at some point. But how is it gonna back up? So So it looks like the one that backs up is the lane that's already full, and the other lane continues to flow freely. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Well, we've done some science, and it seems to actually work decently well. That by no means was an exhaustive proof, but it was at least proof of concept, is what it was. And that is good enough. And what's my overall ash production? My ash production over the last hour is 2.3k a minute. Remind me what that is per second. 15 a second is 900 a minute. So this is 2.5 belts of ash. Now, most of that is probably coming from raw coal mining, which will have to be in the next episode, but raw coal mining becomes electric. That change alone will probably ditch most of that ash production. So I guess this is always going to make a decent amount of ash, but this isn't even going to Ash Mountain. This is going to separate Ash Mountain. Oh my gosh. Maybe I need to pipe that down to Ash Mountain now. So maybe, now that I think about it, maybe we don't want to do this series idea. It's fine for now. Yeah, it's fine for now. But yeah, we'll work on making a bunch of electric drills so we can replace all of those. I need to grab some more circuits. But yeah, I think we'll call that an episode for now. We've gotten a lot of good work done in this one. We fixed a lot of things. We re-improved our Vraux. I need radar coverage over there before we end the episode. I want to remember to do that. What else did we do? We got our geothermal fixed. We fixed our pY science. We made glass better. We cleaned up a lot of things. I'm actually really proud of us. We did some spring cleaning. So that felt nice. And then, yeah, I mean, I think it's time to remake our mall, potentially. Geothermal's going swimmingly. Have I revealed anything cool out here? A lot of quartz. How much? Where are all our salt rocks? Really? I've only uncovered 2? Now that surprises me. Oh, but there's one right there. That'll be our primary one. And then sulfur, we have now uncovered quite a few more. There's 2 down there. There's 4 up here. Oh, this is the promised land up here. We've got all the bitumen seeps, all the sulfur, and all the geothermal. This is all the things. Sulfur, bitumen. There's 4 bitumen up there. 3 bitumen over here. Okay. Yeah, I maybe turned... Oh, wow. There's a lot of bitumen seeps. I maybe turned up bitumen a little too high. I don't regret it at all, though, because having to hunt for bitumen seeps is annoying. So I don't mind having a few extras, and they're not infinite. It's not like infinite oil, so I'm okay with that. Anyway, we'll call this an episode. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.